Tell you what, Yazoo man, you can't beat that. Alright lads, welcome back to another video, and as you know, back on YouTube, back talking about anything that I really fancy talking about, and mainly to do with Scottish football. So obviously you've seen by the title and thumbnail, etc, etc, that we're going to be talking about a couple of things that have been happening in the Scottish Championship recently, mainly last night, although one of them is a continuation from recent weeks, and a very surprising thing for me at that. However, firstly, we do have a mystery box to unbox, and since there is only a football kit going to be in this box, I just thought it was a nice wee thing to just include at the start of a video. So here we go. This is from Mundale Retro. That's the company. They were doing mystery boxes, and I seen that they were going very fast, so I went on their website and ordered a medium-sized one because the smalls were out of stock. So as you saw there, they've got their little social media card there. Tag us in your Instagram and Twitter posts, which I will do after this video. We also give out a mental health leaflet, which I think is very nice of them. It's a very nice touch, and definitely something that if you are struggling, you should be getting involved in these type of things, because it's very good to speak out if you're struggling. But here we are, the revealing of what kit it is. Wales Golf Madrid, in that order. Does that give you any hint into what kit this actually might be? Real Madrid 2016-17 kit with Bale 11 on the back. I'm going to Spain next year twice, hopefully, coronavirus permitting. I'm going to Salou the first time during the Euros, so that'll be a good experience as long as we get to go, and I'm going to Mallorca in October, visiting Barcelona whilst I'm in Salou, so maybe this won't be the best kit to wear in Barcelona. However, what a nice number, and the fact it's in a medium solves the problem of the buttons being at the neck, because I didn't like tight things at the neck. Thank you to Mundale Retro. I'll tag it on social media, etc. later on tonight. However, as you've seen, as I said by the thumbnail, the title, Osman Sow and Cowie of the South mainly. Osman Sow we'll start off with, because I think that's the main one that I've really been focusing on in the last sort of year or so, especially when he came back to Scottish football and joined like Kilmarnock and Dundee United, etc. and just never really hit the heights. I was definitely one of the guy's critics. I can't hide from that. I mean, look at this video from, I don't know, about 6 months ago. It was a Championship Strikers tier list. Here's what I had to say about the boy. And now the next and final person to go into the just bad category has to be Osman Sow. I've never really rated this guy. It was good for Hearts when they got promoted under Robbie Neilson back in the day, and then he's never really done anything that's really wanted, my opinion, to change from this. It has been this ever since those Hearts days, and him being at Dundee United didn't really change that opinion at all. He never really kicked a ball barely, and when he did, he just wasn't convincing enough for me, so just bad. So as you can tell, I'm not a fan of Osman Sow, and at the moment, I don't really think I still am. I think I'm still to be convinced. However, he is doing a very good job at trying to convince me, because he's scoring goals. He's now joint top scorer in the Championship along with our very own Declan McManus, who a lot of people have been pointing out that I'm a very fickle football fan when it comes to Declan McManus, because when he played for Falkirk I was a wee bit critical of the boy. That's by the by, scoring goals for Dunfermline now. So be it. And Osman Sow is now on track with your man Declan McManus, and I think he scored 6 goals in his last 3 games or something like that. He scored a hat-trick against Cowie of the South. He scored 2 last night against Alloa, and he scored 1 in the game prior to that against Dunfermline. That was the one. Scored a header from a Charlie Adam free kick. So he's on good form. You cannot deny that. And as I said, he is basically making me eat a wee bit of humble pie, because he's performing now. He's performing at a level that I consider players to be pretty decent if you can perform well at that level. If I'm saying that Dunfermline players are good players for how they're performing at Championship level, then the same has to be said for other players within the league. And that means Osman Sow has to get a bit of my praise, because he's scoring goals. And that's all you can ask for a striker. The criticism of Osman Sow was that, yes, he's there, he's a physical presence and stuff, but he was never really contributing in terms of goals and even assists, and he still isn't contributing in terms of assists, really, but in terms of the goal contribution, you cannot deny that this man is on red hot form at the moment. And going into a game against Hearts on Friday night, that is a very tasty fixture. We all know what happened in the last one in the first game of the season, 6-2 in Hearts' favour. It's now at Dens Park. Osman Sow on red hot form, Charlie Adam looking good as ever, as he has all season. And Hearts themselves as a team have really rejuvenated themselves since the loss to Dunfermline at the end of November. They've not lost a single game in the league since then, and that is the only blotch on their record. You've got to see that game as a massive one, and if Dundee can pick up anything there, especially a win, that would make a huge statement. I can't quite see that happening, but you just never know in football these days. The second little topic I wanted to touch on, just a wee kind of congratulations to the boy, because what a night it must have been for him. The young goalkeeper for Queen of the South, Cowie, he performed outstandingly well in Queen of the South's 2-0 win away at Wraith Rovers. Now, because of how well Wraith Rovers have been performing this season specifically, and in recent years, their home record at Starks Park, of course. What a win for that is for Queen of the South as a club, especially with the whole controversy that's been going on in the last week or so with their club, George Galloway, etc, etc. If you know, you know. However, for the young man Cowie to step in, 16 years old, that is baffling. Like, mental stuff. So, well done to the boy. I can't imagine how he was feeling getting chucked into that scenario, but he seemed to have performed well, pulled off a few saves, and he's kept a clean sheet at the sort of surprise team in the Championship so far. The ones that are scoring the most goals, I think they were the second highest scorers in the Championship at this point in time. So for him to keep a clean sheet away from home, what a night for the boy. I wonder what I was doing and the rest of us are going to be doing at 16 years old if you've not made it to that age yet. I doubt it will be keeping a clean sheet at Starks Park, put it that way. But that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment down below your thoughts on Osman Sow, Queen of the South, any of the results that have happened recently, Championship, Premiership, etc, etc. I'll reply to the comments down below. And subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.